Hello and welcome to another edition of Small World USA. Actually, it's going to be a Friday night football / motor capital. All right, Wyandotte at Allen Park. This was like the marquee game. Son of Swami has this. He's talking about the Downriver League Championship game. And he's picking the homeboys because he's from Allen Park. So there you go. That makes sense. I'll give him that. We'll see if he's correct. All right, Champaign Park.
Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you.
All right, trying to catch the scoreboard. 17 for the Jaguars, and it's hard to see what the guest has. The guest is the football game is Allen Park. There's a lot of cities that do it, but Allen Park does it well. Here, a nice stand of trees. I've always been impressed with that. Okay, Allen Park Police keeping an eye on things. You have to get a ticket. I knew that, so I had to spring $5, but it's worth it. There's the ticket stub, and there was even a coupon on the back. I don't know if you zoom in on that little barcode thing, if you can use that like an app. Okay, league champs. Okay, they got some history here. Playoffs. District champs, regional champs, and state finalists. So they have a program. All right, there you have the score. Jaguars 17. The Bears have goose eggs. This is a surprise to be sure. This is the second week of the high school football season and the second week of Friday night football. And here's a matchup where two competitive teams, and Wyandottes owned Allen Park the last 6 or 7 years. So there's not a lot of love lost between the two teams. They're quite the competitors. They're usually the best two teams in the Downriver League. Okay.
Number 21, Isaac Monty runs it in from 2 yards out for your Chevron touchdown.
It's up, and it's good. Wow, 24 to double goose egg. And then he's got a good eye on the scoreboard there. A lot of media type personnel checking out the game. Okay, halftime, and they're running to the locker room. Beautiful evening here. The sun kind of had set or close to setting. Days are getting shorter now as we head into the fall season. We've had some hot weather going down. It might have something to do with global warming. Yeah, we'll see. All right, second week, but the kids aren't in school till after Labor Day. So I think the band kind of got their own gig going here. But the Allen Park squad. That one drummer boy has to keep the beat. I could never do that. I'd be like so offbeat. Well, there's like auxiliary games going on all over the place, and it looks like girls soccer here on a field the other side of the fence, and a little breakaway, and looks like that should have counted as a goal. Okay, coming back from the second half, Allen Park with a sizable lead. This was surprising to be sure. Very competitive downriver league, and the Bears have had the Jaguars number, but they got a senior quarterback this year. They do at Allen Park, and there's 5 reps. The main dude's the guy with the white cap. That's the guy you got to worry about. Then I guess that was baby powder. They had an announcement saying that you can't do that. That's like breaking the law. You don't want to do that.
Not doing it anymore. All right. No. Good seeing you guys. All right.
They will be here in about 5-10 minutes.
All right. Start of the second half. Here are the food prices. Italian sub, $5. That would have been worth a try. There was a long line at the concessions. There were other football games going around. There's plenty of green space around the football field. I'm heading over to the visitors' side, and these young kids are setting up an obstacle course. They found some tires here, and they got a plan. So I figured this was the trick. One tire at a time. Yeah, I was afraid I'd fall down, so I gave up after, about right there. But back to the game. And it was like a pound 'em game. New head coach for Allen Park, so I don't know if it's a new system, new regime, how they're doing it. That pass was broken up nicely.
Mangiapane's pass complete to number 5.
Quarterback!
You guys are try really hard to get these kids to come to school.
Come on!
Give them incentive. Holding. Coming back.
Holding!
Quarterback keeper by number 2, Antonio Mangiapane.
Oh, the Bear fan had that one correct. That was a holding call. That's going to set Allen Park back. There's the press box area, and that's been refurbished. I think the son of Swami has his own private suite. I was trying to find out where that was. Oh, another nice play broken up by the Bear defender. That was a super long field goal.
That makes the score your Allen Park Jaguars 27, Wyandotte Roosevelt 0.
Unsportsmanlike.
And then I think they took it back. There was some kind of penalty, so... There were all sorts of media types out at this game, young and old. The son of Swami was here, so here are the visiting stands, and if you're into track and field, and we just had the Olympics, this is the pole vault pit. So that's where you would stick it and fly through the air. And the other way will be the long jump and the triple jump. And I was going to exhibit. Oops, that's a foul. I stepped over the line. They need to get some of that grass cleared out of there. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Here are the cheerleaders, or the fan base, the student body of Allen Park. Oh, I hear that train, and I see the light. It's like, okay, this I gotta catch. So the game's going on, but God, when there's train action, you gotta stop and take a look, don't you? It's up, and it's good. And okay, back to the train. He's like going backwards there. Can you really see where he's going? But yeah, this is a great venue. I like Allen Park. I'm kind of partial to him. I'm kind of a homeboy, too. Although I went to Etzel Ford, but they were in the Suburban 8 back in the day, back when I was in school. So I always liked Allen Park.
Kicking off for the Jaguars, number 17, Mike Fife.
I just love those upside-down horseshoes for the train track there. It's like they were electric trains at one time. This is crazy. It was the kickoff, but they kept kicking it out of bounds. I thought after the first time it's a penalty and you take 10 yards from like where it goes out or something. But no, they kept moving it back 5 yards. And I think they did it like 5 times. A plane leaving from Metro Airport, and we're watching Friday Night Football. So we're under the lights. This guy's kind of blocking the scoreboard here. It's like my evil twin was not happy about this. But yeah, look at Wyandotte getting shut out. Okay, this is going to be the 3rd attempt. And they moved it back to the 30. And there it goes again, out of bounds, the yellow hanky. So now he's going to the 25. Maybe it's 4 times. Yeah, okay, 4 times. All right. Good field position for the Bears, and at this point, I think they're trying to avoid the goose egg, the shutout, and they'd like to put some points on the board. Fourth down play here coming up.
Little Rowdies, American Legion Postpartum. This pass is incomplete. Intended for number 81, Andrew Barassi.
No dice there. Allen Park takes over on downs. Then following that, a nice run puts Allen Park in scoring position yet again. And the band plays on.
Powder is to be thrown, or else you will be kicked out again. No baby powder should be thrown.
Oh, shut up!
A spectacular catch for a touchdown. Wow, Zowie. 37 to double goose egg, and let's see what happens with the extra point. It's up, and it's good. And in high school football, they have what's called the running clock. And if a team gets up by more than 35 points, they run the clock for everything. No stoppage of play. It just runs. And that's kind of like a mercy rule, which in a game like this, you'd never expect to see that. This was totally strange. I love the light bulbs. Here's the countdown. This is a great scoreboard they have here. Yeah, 38-0. This guy was blocking the view, and my evil twin was checking this out. See the cord winding through there, and then that's where it's plugged in. And look at my evil twin. I'm telling him, no, don't think about it. That's my Donald Trump side. My evil twin. Okay, Wyandott's got the ball back.
Brought down by the Jaguars, number 25, Ryan Miller.
that clock's just rolling right now. After a punt or a kick or whatnot, there's a stoppage in play. And that clock's just rolling. So it's what they call hashtag running clock. Some good, places to check out high school football from the, I like this one. It's Michigan High School Athletic Association. So check out their website, mhsaa.com. And they have all the sports. So not just football, but all the high school sports, and they have all the scores, the schedules, and then freep.com. That's good too.
Tyler Miracle.
All right. We're right here at the end of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the game, your final score 48-29.
I'm willing to bet both teams here will remember this game quite well, and for different reasons. But give credit to Allen Park. They came in with the plan. It looks like they got a team to be reckoned with. And they'll probably end up Division III, I believe. So that's a tough division. But, all right. But they win a big game to be sure. Yeah, who would have thunk this? But certainly happy coaching staff and players. And, yeah, that was the second week of Friday Night Football. Next week, the kids will be in school. They get in after Labor Day, so it'll be... Hey, the Lions were playing their fourth preseason. If they would have gotten another touchdown, they could have mirrored the score of the high school game, but a shutout nonetheless. The Lions beat the Buffalo Bills. Okay, for the second half of the show here, I'm going to go to Detroit. And oh boy. Oh yeah, take me to church. And there's a lot of churches where I'm going. This is Grand River Avenue, and a beautiful Saturday morning. And what kind of was the demise of Grand River actually was I-96. But here you can take the bus on Grand River. The Grand River is blocked on this particular day. There's an event going down. The tire place was still open. We're all proud to be American. Yeah, there was a heavy police presence here. And they said, keep the sidewalks clear. That's why you don't see me on the sidewalks. Great Faith Ministries. It's like a storefront, like in a strip mall. There's a closer look at my evil twin. For for such a time as this. Yeah, boy, aren't we in a certain time frame, aren't we? Oh, Lord. Here, Michigan, up there, the Upper and Lower Peninsula, beautiful building. 7 Action News was in town, so you knew something was going down. So I was in a good spot. But where I parked, actually, I couldn't get a good view because there was people. This is where Donald Trump is going to speak at a Detroit congregation, the Great Faith Ministries. He spoke just for a brief moment, but he attended a service. But he wanted kind of like, this is the hood that he's in. The church service, I think, began at 11, but it was blocked off on Grand River, so you had to I had to go by the Sons of Zodiac. That's a motorcycle club, but you can see the people parked here, and there are a lot of marchers and the like that we had to loop around to get around this police barricade. So I had to fight through some vegetation here. It's an overgrown lot. But there's some businesses along here, and it's all urban planning. Everything's a piece of the puzzle. Everything's connected. So you might want to discount something, but it's still there. It's in a physical space. That's a cute building, though, that Stone Company. And across the way, Cloverdale and Elmhurst. If you didn't see it the first time, maybe you saw it the second. But here I was, Dump Trump, I was following these protesters, and we had to make kind of a U-ey around here and then head south on Oakman. And right now you can see like the convoy. I should have been... You see the flashing lights and the motorcycles and so forth. One of those vehicles might have been Donald Trump as he went to Greater Faith Ministries to attend a service. So this was a big to-do. He's trying to reach out to the African American community, or the black folk, as I like to say, in the city of Detroit. And... give credit to the people of the city of Detroit. They didn't really welcome Donald with open arms. He's all like the rock star in certain white communities, if I can say that without sounding racist. But in black communities or urban environments or a city like Detroit, predominantly black folk, these people voted or expressed their displeasure with the Donald. I love this building here. Look at the beautiful green color to begin with, but the curvature of the building, there's some, those ghetto palms growing up top. Grand River is a grand street, and I-96 decimated this avenue, but there's no reason in the future why it can't come back. And it can. It definitely can. Urban planning should be something we talk about day in and day out, just like we talk about weather and sports. They're looking downtown, all from our great thoroughfares emanating, from the city. You have Jefferson, Michigan Avenue. You have Woodward and Gratiot. You all have a great view when you look down the street. Yeah, these guys, they were keeping an eye on things. So, me and my evil twin were not going to get out of hand. Here was a gentleman, and he was a black gentleman, and he was a Trump supporter. So it's like he was getting a little bit of it. Some people engaged in conversation. The news crews were out here. Can't say I recognize all of them, but if you go down Oakman a little bit in a southerly direction, oh, there's the Four Horsemen. Ooh. There was something like in the New Testament about it's like an apocalypse kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Well, some of the protesters, they had their banners, and a lot of people were interviewing these people. I should probably just be quiet and you can listen, but a lot of people were talking.
That ad that he had, or that poster that he had, that used the Star of David.
Oh, that's the entrance where you would get in. You had to have a ticket.
What's new? The poor folk take the back door and the rich folk to the front door. I thought God was my love. Building a wall out there.
Oh, I love that building there. Here, Moonlink satellite, and in the future, that's on my bucket list. I want to get that kind of equipment so I can do the Moonlink thing. Yeah, inside there was the ministry. Here, automotive capital of the world. I shorten it a little bit, say motor capital of the world. Same difference, same thing. A lot of great signs. So, despite what you might hear, not everybody is for Trump. Not everybody thinks he's going to make America great again. He actually will make America great for the billionaires. He's got those people covered. Here, tactical response units. They had good protection. Then this was kind of, doing urban planning. I mean, there's a big event going on right now, but once this event leaves, look at this one, built in 1929. That's a cool building. But there's a lot of room for improvement on Grand River, big time. I'll get to a little more of that in a short bit because I'll do the detour. Here, look at the creatures on the side of this building, but apparently not in use. Here, what I find works well is the Roundup. You get it in a gallon size from Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards. You spray that stuff, man, that thing works wonders. Here, some building architecture. Here, a hand car wash. 96, yeah, that's what killed Grand River, though. The detour. Oh, yeah. My evil twin's up for that. But see, there's some businesses, 11032, they've seen better times. There's a lot of abandoned storefronts and the like along Grand River. You get vegetation growing out at the side of them. But you just see details like from the past. I think, oh, well, yeah, maybe there's something here. So hopefully, I think the millennials, they have a better eye for this stuff. They're not so cynical about everything. They say, hey, can do something with this place. Look at that home. That home was done up nicely. I'm heading northwest. Grand River kind of goes on a northwest angle as it heads to Lansing and then on to Grand Rapids. There's a lot of churches, some of them not in operation and so forth, but there's no reason Grand River shouldn't be a prominent thoroughfare. And so there's certainly a lot of work that needs to be done. Gator Motorcycle Parts, and you can see the address numbers are going up. Here, another church, and there's no shortage of churches, to be sure. But we need certainly probably the traditional businesses. Here, Sheffield, and they had a march that kind of, I believe, would have begun somewhere around there, and they took it back to Greater Faith to protest Trump. So there was a little bit of a march. So I was west on M5, but I'm going to loop back around here shortly. At this time, Trump is in church at a church service. But I was looking, this is right on Grand River. That's just peeking from the sidewalk there, wide open. You can get here by bus. And one good thing, they expanded DDOT service 24 hours on a lot more routes. So that's good, very good. So I would presume Grand River is part of that. And this particular business, look at this. They had nice shoes and they said free. And then they had free books. So they were reaching out to the community. That was a good deal, to be sure. Another empty storefront. You can see there's a lot of work. Donald Trump is going to make Detroit great again, but he needs specifics on or exactly what he's going to do. It's everybody can talk in glowing terms, but you have to say, you know, what your proposals are, your plans. I think he's talked about some kind of empowerment thing, but or zones and the like. But here, down by the tracks, a nice home there, another church, and there, that neighbor, keeping up with the Joneses, they have the big thingy out front. But yeah, some nice houses. Here, there are some homes that have that truncated rooftop in the front. But yeah, I'm just following the tracks and I'm looping around. Here, the Plymouth bus, Plymouth and Wyoming. So I'm getting a check of the real neighborhood. This is what Donald should have done, was take a walking tour and just see just how it is. But I love train action. I was just, couldn't get lucky with the train this time. Here, though, that building compromised if it rains a little bit. That might be your local gang. Here, like, you've heard of orbs. I saw a few here in my video. That's like ghost light things. That's, yeah, orbs. Well, give kudos to DTE Energy and providing the money for the mounted police. Here, Fantastic Four. That would be the ice cream, to be sure. Here, I love the curved brick. Bucharest Erie Company. Bucharest? God. It's from Ohio, though, that name. Used car place. Yeah, there's some businesses in the neighborhood. And then, well, look at here. There's some illegal dumping happening. And it's like, oh, that's too prevalent in the city, unfortunately. And people have to clean it up eventually. Here, a go-kart track. I was like, wow, that's cool. And then a drone. Check this out. Yeah, that was operated by the gentleman sitting on the bench, but at first I thought, oh, it's Secret Service. You know, 'cause there were all type of security folk out here. Some undercover. So, but here's the back of the church, and the parking lot's not totally full. But yeah, a lot of people certainly, and I'll give Detroit people credit, they weren't falling for the banana in the tailpipe thing. If you understand that Eddie Murphy thing from Beverly Hills Cop. They're not falling for any monkey business. they're not buying this. Hey, this guy's a local celebrity.
I was born on Martin Luther King's birthday. I got him a song by a group called The Temptations. Anybody heard of them? Come on, let's hear it. Now, this Coleman boy is the rubber in this church, the bishop brother. Like, here comes the judge, right? Okay?
He's moving his mouth, but he ain't got to say. I want to hear what he got to say, sir.
Yeah, there were a few people getting on their soapbox and saying their views. Hey, they were people all the way from New York. But yeah, it did get a little press coverage. It was kind of Trump's attempt at outreach to the black folk. And for the most part, they were having none of it. But countrywide, maybe I don't know. What a crazy election we got coming up here. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I'm thinking I want to catch the convoy. Urban Exchange, that was restricted. They had the dogs out here. Oh, this was the best I could do. The state police, the Wayne County police, the sheriffs, kit and caboodle. This dude with the dark glasses, he looks important. Here I stopped because I wanted to wet my whistle. Man, I was getting dizzy just with the floor. What kind of mosaic tile is that? But I ended up with some Gatorade thirst quencher. The kids were dancing to the music out here. The pharmacy was playing it up. Hey, Hillary, that's a concept. Here is no illegal dumping. That was a brown field, so there's some issues there also with that. And this is the brown field, and there is some illegal dumping here that took place, unfortunately. But a lot of green space. I'm not sure how much it takes to clean up a brown field, but sometimes they got to say, hey, is it worth all that? Good cloud day, and still interviews. Good flowers. This building here is half demolished, and I think just by nature. But some graffiti artists have made their way in here. Yeah, it's like the roof collapsed. You can get here by bus. And there's I-96, and so I'm looping back around in my car, and I see the backup in traffic, and they stopped for the motorcade. So while I'm eyeing that building, the motorcade's flying by the service drive there, and I'm missing the exit. So, DET.com, if I can go so far as self-promote the show. But, okay, it looks like the rooftop security has calling it a day. Tire disposal charge $2. Here, I don't know if you can, with your phone, if you can catch that off the TV. That would be pretty cool. If that would work, I'll do it more often. So then you can get the app. But this is like a walkway where they had covered, for people that wanted to shop in this district. So they had this on both sides of the street. So the Great Faith Ministries here, it was probably a store at one time. It's my guess. There's room there for expansion. But now that the Donald has moved on, Grand River is back open. And so here we are, Great Faith Ministries. I'd love to attend a service. They say worship on Saturday, chill on Sundays. So they moved up their service a day. So Sunday's your kind of fun day. Their police, bulletproof and all that. Wow-wee. Yeah, they were taking this, I think, seriously. And then just south of the ministry, there's another, Strictly Biblical, for such a time as this. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm making my way back. And they had a food cart. Think of that. I could have done Mexican. And then a local business here. And they were proud to be American, to be sure. This, a nice van, well decorated up, but this was like the lot for Charity Motors. They're right on Grand River. So they have their outfit here, 10431 Grand River. And there's I-96. And most people take that, and that siphons all the excitement right off the Grand River. But that can change. Here, a car lot. This one for sale, $2,000. Green friendly. So yeah, you can 2100 cold AC, and it's been hot these days. That's where I parked. And this is a building that looks like it's abandoned. I have the sporty version here. And those are new tires. I got a set for $140 plus install. Okay, Grand River Avenue, we're right by 96. I still have some time left. And this is Labor Day weekend, so I don't have to go back to work till Tuesday. So I'm going to check a little bit of Grand River out. Why not? So I'm heading southeast, basically. They say east, but if you looked at a compass, I'm going southeast. Then here, Diamonds on the River, Community Center. And then, I got to stop. Look at this. Check this out. They're having the 50th anniversary of not of Chapel Hill, but of the Grandy Ballroom. Wowee, it was 50 years that it was in existence, but not for the last few. You can see the ghetto palms growing out of the windows. The music was playing out there of the second floor. Kick out the jams. That's what they were doing over here. What a concert hall. It was just a little bit before my time. But if I was born a little earlier, chances are I would have... If it wasn't me, my evil twin would have been here. Oh, and this is right on Grand River. And then at the end of the block, they were doing... so some construction's going on. This is a little backhoe. It's a mini-me backhoe. 9101 Grand River now. I love the pattern there that shows up behind the brick. Now, Barber School, this place had a lot of cars, but it's prison-like there a little bit with the barbed wire. But this is the back side of the Grandy Ballroom, and it's fallen into disrepair, unfortunately. Years ago, I was lucky enough to check the place out, and I'd have to dig the archival footage. But wow, that was a treat, actually. But they got it boarded up now, which is good. And they have an urban garden out here. But this year, like my garden, I didn't do much with my garden this year. Nothing at all. We had the drought. But anyways, nothing's been done with the Grandy Ballroom. That's sad. We should be able to do better than that. Okay, Stack's Bar and Grill is down the way. Okay, this is Saturday, September 3rd. Michigan's playing right now. They're playing Hawaii. I need to check up in on that game. Okay, down yonder, there's a church there. Look at this place. That's a disaster zone. Another level. Yeah, definitely it's another level. Steve's Soul Food. They've been around for a few years. Here, they were advertising for a movie. And again, here's I-96 and its close proximity to Grand River. And like I say, that's siphoned the life right out of Grand River. But there's no reason to believe that can't be turned around. Okay, Grand River and Maplewood. Off in the distance, I believe a Catholic church. There's some new development that's going on back there. I was coming up close near the top of the hour, and I wanted to kind of edit in my mind what I wanted to show. Here, I-96, but look at people are doing some brickwork, and I say construction would be a big growth industry for the city of Detroit, and they should promote the skilled trades. You don't need no 4-year college degree and spending thousands of dollars. You can be an apprentice for a little while, show that you got a backbone, and you can make a good wage if you're willing to work. Construction trades, a lot of good money in that. We need to rebuild Detroit, so that's a no-brainer. This church here, it used to have an open door policy, total open door. Everybody was welcome because there were no doors. Here, David Sutherland Memorial. I don't know if this was a little school attached. I went around the backside here, and there was that pit bull, and it was like, oh, no. I was glad he was on a leash. But the back entrance was open, so I'm thinking, okay. I went back to the car, got my flashlight, and we'll take a look. Yeah, all these churches we saw, and Donald Trump went to a church. He should have gone to this church with me. This church, maybe the two of us could have been saved. Beautiful. Yeah, you wonder if this can be preserved or whatnot, but it might be too far gone. But this is right on Grand River. And it came from the lower level up to the main level here. And this church is blown out, really. The roof is compromised, to be sure. Yeah. Whew. And then we'll walk up to the front of the church. Here, nature is taking over. A little greenery. But yeah, years ago, I was dating a girl, and she was Baptist, very strict and so forth. But it came down where I wasn't willing to take the plunge or whatnot. And this, I believe, is for this church kind of like a hot tub, bathtub with steps and so forth, but it's right behind the back of the church. And if you were willing to be saved, it would have all gone down, like right there. And I didn't raise my hand, and my girlfriend's mom, apparently wasn't too pleased with my religious, because Catholic. I was following the Pope. I didn't have a big thing, but that didn't work for her. So when I asked my girlfriend, I said, hey, just out of curiosity, what's your mom think of me? And she said, hey, my mom thinks you're a lost cause. And it was like, holy Toledo. But then I thought about it and just said, I'll be damned if somebody's going to tell me, what's going to happen with me in my afterlife. It's like, hey, I'm in control of this. And so, I didn't feel I needed to raise my hand, but that's just me. But it really opened my mind to thinking about religion and really what the right religion is and what I should believe in. I mean, to be perfect and to have it perfect, so when I die, I'm covered. All my bases are covered. Whew. Yeah, a lot of thinking, a lot of thought provoking. So I haven't come to the conclusion yet. There's still time, based on everything I see and hear and experience. I'll just keep going with that. Here are the yellow pages. This is always a good indication of the last time the place was inhabited. And 2008, somewhere around there, because this calendar is up on the wall. They're advertising, of all things, a funeral home. But yeah, that was the death knell for them. The roof kind of collapsed. Folks, we're past 1 hour. This will continue to next week.
Hey,